Hey, how you doing? Justin back with you. Today we're going to talk about how to tap your foot. Yep, you heard right. We're going to learn about how to tap your foot and why, actually, and we're going to start with that. So I'm sure you've seen people tapping their foot along as they're playing guitar, and you might have wondered why they're doing it. It's giving yourself an external pulse, something to help you keep time. The only thing in our body that gives us a regular time is our heartbeat. We don't really want to follow that because that should be a relatively consistent beat, and we might be playing faster or slower or whatever. So we need this external thing to help us keep in the groove. Okay, we're going to learn about playing with a metronome, which is that little tick-tock thing a little bit later on. But the first step really is to learn about tapping your foot. And you would normally tap your foot on the beat. Now, in most music, most of the time, you're going to have 4 beats to the bar. So 4 pulses. These count 1, 2, 3, 4. And you would normally tap your beat just on the 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Not the rhythm of the song. If the rhythm's going ding, 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 whatever, you would still just be keeping your foot playing on the 1, 2, 3, and the 4. So what I want you to do this week is start to get in the habit of tapping your foot along to the music whenever it's on. Give yourself some time to do it. Go and listen to some music where you can feel the beat and start to practice tapping your foot along. Ideally, you want your foot to tap along subconsciously. So it becomes this little automatic part of your brain. So as soon as there's music going on, your foot just starts tapping in time with the music. Let's talk about how we tap our foot now. Assuming you're a right-handed guitar player, you want to tap your left foot, not your right foot. If you tap your right foot, your guitar's going to jump up and down. That's going to make changing chords and strumming and picking out notes really difficult. Okay, so if you're going to tap your foot, make sure it's your, not if you're going to tap your foot. You are going to tap your foot. If you're right-handed, you're going to tap your left foot. And if you're left-handed, you're going to tap your right foot. Okay, get into the right habit from the beginning. So here's my left foot. Now the question is, where do I tap and how do I tap? So most people, I guess, instinctively would assume that you tap your toes. And there's nothing really wrong with that, to be honest. I don't think it's the best thing, because if you're tapping like that for 5 minutes, you'll find that the muscles in the front of your shin will kind of get, or can get, pretty sore. Probably after a few weeks of practicing, it won't matter so much and you'll be used to it. But I think it's better to tap the heel, to go for a heel tap. That way you're kind of using your whole leg to feel that beat there. Definitely if I'm standing up, I find tapping my toe feels a bit weird. I'm much more inclined to tap my heel. I mean, actually, truth be told, if I'm standing up, I generally kind of step side to side, so I'm not really tapping my foot. But whether you use your toes or your heel doesn't matter too much. If you're new to it, like I said, I think my recommendation would be the heel. But if you want to use your toe, that's going to be fine. I guess you got to try both of them, see what feels good. Some people like using other parts of their body. Like I said, I tend to step side to side if I'm standing up, but definitely tapping my foot if I'm sitting down. Other people I've known kind of use their neck like that. Kind of looks a bit weird, I think, but if that's what's working for you, that's okay, you know. But you got to be feeling it, you know, and feeling that pulse and getting used to feeling the music and feeling where the beat is a really important part of the beginner journey. It might not seem that important in the initial stages, but there's a lot more to it. You know, it's not just about the mechanics of tapping your foot, although that's important as well. It's learning to feel the pulse. So as your kind of homework, what I'd like you to do is to be tapping your foot every time there's music on, except when you're in the car, because that could get kind of dangerous, right? So maybe not in the car, but everywhere else where there's music on, just try and tap your foot along. Trying to listen to it, feel where the beat is, and then start tapping your foot. Okay, either your toes or your heels. If you're out in public and you maybe feel a bit conscious, self-conscious doing that, then maybe tap your toes inside your shoe. Okay, I'm going to make a big motion there of it so you can see my toe moving, but more likely it could just be, you know, just a little movement. It doesn't have to be a public display that you're feeling the groove, okay? You just want something to develop the relationship between you and the music. Okay, for most beginners, the first couple of weeks is really a painful experience for the fingers. Then it moves into, oh, I can't change chords fast enough to play the songs. And after that comes, oh, my rhythm's not really working very well. I don't feel like I'm in time, or I'm struggling to keep the rhythm consistent. Developing the skill of tapping your foot and learning to communicate with the music some way physically will really help. And the best way to do it is just all the time try and connect with music when there's music on. Okay, really, it might seem a little bit far-fetched, but it'll make a much more difference than you probably realize that it will.